Hey, sorry guys, I still got my cold. I still got decongestant, so just bear with me for a minute. So, anyways, hello everybody. So I want to tell you something that I saw yesterday on YouTube that, I certainly didn't agree with, It was a post from this guy. I believe his name is Cliff. I believe he goes by the name Cliff Buell, Duell. And of course, I just spell Cliff, so I don't have to spell it, but in case you don't know how to spell, it's CliffDuell. To those of you who don't know how to spell. Okay, just to make it fair for everybody, because not everybody knows. Especially these days. Anyway, this Cliff guy in particular posted a picture yesterday of Donald Trump. One time he did. There was two pictures that he posted. One was about Donald Trump and that, saying that he'll ban, transgender people from receiving, I guess, transitional treatment under the age of 18 and that. And Cliff basically said that this is a step in the right direction, as, according to God, in that there's only male and female. There is no, you can only be male and female, right? And then he posted a picture yesterday of like a man's foot and like some glass slipper that a woman would wear, and he was saying that he posted a thing and it was saying something about sin, that's a sin or something like that. I can't remember exactly, but he obviously doesn't agree with that, and he's using I find he's using religion and that as a way of spreading hate and discrimination. Which I don't like that. I don't agree with that. I don't like it when people use the concept of Christ in the Bible to say that, just because we're born differently, we're sinners, Because I know myself, I have autism and a rare chromosome disorder. I have lots of behavior issues that mimic a person with schizophrenia, a person with psychosis. I have impulse controls, different kind of impulse controls. This isn't good. I have symptoms that mimic multiple things, and I have to take so many medications to help me, just be me, and to say that that's a sin, like I shouldn't be that way, that's a sin. At times I do feel like that. I do feel like I've been cursed, big time. But that doesn't mean that, I'm not loved by God. I'm not loved by Jesus. We're all God's children. And the fact that someone can use that, the Bible and the fact that someone can use Jesus Christ's name to say that transgender or gay or lesbian is a sin, it's disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. And I hate it, you know? And that's how I took it anyway. That's how I took it. Whether it was meant to be like that or whether it was meant to be something different, I don't know. But I took it like that. Because that's the way it came out to me. You know? So, you know? The fact that somebody is saying that God is saying that you should be either male or female. The fact is that we are already male and female. But for some reason, when we're in the mother's stomach, when we're developing, sometimes our body gets switched around. Like, some reason the outside and our body parts on the inside don't match with who we really are. So, like, I'm born the way I look, but I could have been definitely female in a male body, or a male in a female body, right? But either way, we're all male and female. But for some reason, you know, our bodies don't match up with how we're with the gender that we're supposed to be born with. And for some reason, too, just like transgender people, some people are born with mental illness and mental disorders. And so it's not right to use religion to be bashing and and being so hateful to people who are a little bit different than you are. I mean, the truth is, there is no way that, we would go to hell or we would be sinners. We are sinning just because we're a little bit born a little bit differently. Because the truth is that Jesus died on the cross, That's what they say anyway, that he was crucified. And he went, and apparently crucifixion that I read on, I saw it, and they were explaining it as the most painful thing you can ever endure. Right? He chose to be crucified. He chose the most painful death anyone can ever endure. Because he loves us. So, you can't, how can anybody say that transgender and being autistic and that it's a sin and that they should be condemned for, being who they are? I mean, because in all honesty, that's not even a sin. That's not even a sin. That's like the law throwing somebody in jail for riding their bike. Like this parent, the mother that not long ago in the States, who was jailed and arrested for her 10-year-old walking to the Dollar General alone. It's the same thing. Like it's like I condemn you for allowing your child, 10-year-old, to walk alone to the Dollar General. Let the kids walk alone. That's not a sin. That's not a crime. What is exactly a crime is vandalism, robbery. Like if you're gonna rob somebody at gunpoint and take their stuff that doesn't belong to you, that's a sin, right? Taking somebody's stuff that doesn't belong to you. Murder, like vandalism, murder, exactly. It's like spreading hateful stuff and messages on, or just wrecking something that isn't yours to wreck. Because people have worked hard on that. So that is a sin. And murdering somebody for money or for your own greediness, or murdering somebody just because you just don't want to be with them anymore, that's a sin. Right? Be with him or her anymore, that's a sin. That is a sin right there. And mass murder. Killing multiple people just because, something happened and you're not happy about it. That's a sin. Right? The only poison murder that may not be a sin is if somebody was hurting that person, like Gypsy Rose's mom. Right? Yeah, she planned to murder her mom, and if that was involved money, that would have been a life sentence for sure. But because it wasn't involving money, it wasn't because she hated her, it was because her mother was abusing her. So in a way, her mother was committing the sin. Gypsy Rose just, ended the sin in a way that maybe she shouldn't have done, but it's a human survival instinct. It's been there for thousands of years. That you don't want to be hurt. It's either kill or be killed. Right? That's not a sin. No. Heck no. It's basic human survival. What is a sin is to kill somebody for money, or just because you want to date, just because you're in love with another person. That is a sin. A sin is vandalism and taking stuff that isn't yours to take. So you grabbing something from somebody else that isn't yours. You didn't purchase it. You didn't work to earn it. So it's not yours. Put it back. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Don't touch it. It's no, because otherwise you will be condemned by God and Jesus for that. Because it isn't yours to take. Right? And then, but transgender, being autistic, just being born differently is not a sin. It's not. It's basically maybe a birth defect at most. It's the way we're born. We didn't ask that. So how dare you for even thinking that way? That's not very nice to think that way about people. That's what I mean. This Cliff guy that posts these stupid things, he doesn't have the right to teach us about religion, because he's not teaching anybody about what God or Jesus represents. He's using that to spread hate and discrimination. That's not fair. That's not very right. That is not right at all. And I encourage everybody to love and respect people, to use God to spread kindness and love, and respect everybody. Don't matter who you are, how you're born or not, Because I'm telling you right now, whether you're transgender or whatever, that's not a sin. It's not. And I don't want anybody to think that way, because I don't want people who are born that way to read his, posts and think, and think that they're being condemned for who they are. That's not right. Because you're not. God won't condemn you for being who you are. Jesus died for you. Jesus died for all of us. Man, women, and in between. He died for man, woman, dogs, cats, monkeys, birds, fish. He died for everything and everyone. So that we could live in peace. We could all cherish each other and love each other. Because at the end of the day, whether you're a dog, cat, bird, fish, reptile, snake, spider, all living things belong to God and Jesus. So we should cherish and respect that. No matter how we're born. We should cherish and respect and love ourselves and love other people. Because at the end of the day, the only sins of their being created is the people using religion and God and that to spread hate and discrimination. Those are the only people that should be condemned. And they're the biggest sinners. This Cliff guy, sounds like, to me, the biggest sin ever. One of them, anyway. Because he's using Jesus' name in a way to scare people, in a way to intimidate people. And I'm here to tell him that that's not even true, that you're a fucking liar. And that you don't have any damn right to use Jesus' name like that. Because what you say is untrue. And you're just so damn a liar. You're such an asshole. You know that? You're such an asshole. You don't know, you don't care about the true meaning of God and Jesus, So, don't you dare be telling us and trying to teach us about God and Jesus, because you don't care to use his name in the correct way. Jesus died for us for love, kindness, respect, and compassion. Don't matter who you are, how you're born, what species you are. He died for the love. He died for love. He didn't die for hate.